We've all got one. That annoying ass voice that tells us that we aren't good enough, haven't done enough, or that things are not going to work out right for us if we try something new. If we listened to our inner critic all the time, we wouldn't get anything done. It bothers me to see people with so much potential constantly shutting themselves down because of the negative chatter that goes on in their mind. I've done it to myself, and I see it happen often. Your inner critic is really trying to keep you safe, but it has a really funny way of showing it. It takes the experiences that you think you failed at, groups them all together as dangerous, and then when you go to try something similar, the inner critic rears its ugly head. When something becomes a pattern, it's more difficult to get rid of. You have to actually train yourself out of the behavior. So I've compiled a small list of things that you can do to silence the inner critic. Head on over to the blog, save the list, take it with you, and when your inner critic starts making noise, you'll know exactly what to do. Here are 6 ways to silence your inner critic. Number 1, when you recognize your inner critic's voice, stop it immediately. Do not feed it more negativity. The more negativity you feed it by agreeing with it, the more momentum it picks up. Do not lean into negativity. Number 2, redirect your thoughts. For instance, if your inner critic says you're not good enough, stop that train of thought immediately and redirect the energy. You can say things like, I'm getting better at what I do. I'm actually showing up. Or there is a way for me. Replace the negative chatter with something positive. Number 3, simply do what you believe is right. Have you ever been in a situation where you almost talked yourself out of something great? However, when you trusted your gut, the experience turned out to be better than you ever thought it would. The more you follow your inner guidance to those experiences, the less your inner critic will have to feed off of. Doing what you believe is right, regardless of the inner critic, helps you create those new experiences, and you'll get rid of the belief that your inner critic is always right. Number 4, focus on the good. What do you have to offer? What can you do? Why did you start? Focus on that rather than all the tiny things that you may not know how to do at this moment. What can you bring to the table in your art? What does work out for you? Focus there instead of on the negativity. Number 5, practice feeling more secure with yourself. Sometimes we literally have to pull the confidence out of ourselves. Do it until you start to feel that confidence come naturally. The more confident you feel, the less your inner critic will have to say. And last but certainly not least, number 6, recognize that what you desire is not up for debate. You do not have to call in a second opinion. So when it comes to matters of the heart, recognize that the inner critic is not necessary. It's there sometimes because you have allowed it to be, but you don't need its input. All you are trying to do is find the quickest, most least resistant way to get you to your heart's desires. Move the inner critic aside for a while and move in the direction of your dreams. Well, there you have it. 6 ways to silence your inner critic. Listen, I know it's not always an easy thing to do, but we can train ourselves away from the constant negative chatter that goes on in our minds. It takes time, it takes patience, but once you feel the relief, you'll see that it was well worth the effort. Live well and keep creating. I'm Renee Brooks, the creator of Spirit and Muse. Share your truth. What are some of the things that you hear from your inner critic? And did any of the 6 tips that you heard in this video today resonate with you? Go ahead and share your truth in the comments section below, or head on over to the blog and share your truth in the comments section of this article. There'll be a link to this article in the description field. Did you enjoy this topic? If so, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who may need to hear this message, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and head on over to Spirit and Muse and subscribe to the Spirit and Muse newsletter. You'll receive the latest blog posts, inspiration, and updates sent straight to your inbox. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time.